Hello students, in this video let us prove one theorem based on cyclic group. In previous video we defined cyclic group. What it says, a group is said to be cyclic if it is generated by an element G such that G can be written as a power n where n belongs to Z. Z means set of integers. For example, we have taken this group. Here it is a group containing 4 elements. Here each element is generated by I. Because I power 1 is I square is minus 1, I cube is minus I, and I power 4 is 1. So therefore it is a cyclic group. Now let us prove a theorem. So it says that order of A is equal to order of G. We know that order means number of elements present in a group. Here, if A is a generator of a cyclic group G, then order of A is equal to order of G. This is what we have to prove. Here order of A means order of an element A, and order of G means order of the given group. Here G is cyclic group. Here the proof is, let order of A is equal to n. I had taken order of any element A is equal to n. We have to prove that order of G, here G means cyclic group, which is also equal to n. Let us prove this. Firstly, let order of A is equal to n. So this implies, by the definition of order of an element, n is the least positive integer such that A power n is equal to E. Here E means identity element. Now consider the subgroup H generated by an element A. Here H is equal to A square, A cube, and so on, A power n minus 1 and an. Here an means again E. This is a subgroup generated by A. Now we prove that this H is equal to G. H is equal to G. What we have to prove? Here all the elements of H are distinct. So distinct means A power R is equal to A power S. That implies R is equal to S. Every element is distinct here. Because suppose A power R is equal to A power S, and here R is less than S, S is again less than N. So here A power R equal to A power S, this implies A to the power R minus S is equal to E for R minus S less than N, which is contradiction, because N is the least positive integer, least, such that A power n is equal to E. But here we are getting R minus as a least positive integer. So therefore, whenever R less than S, this doesn't happen. Therefore, here every element is distinct. So we can observe that H contains n elements. 1, 2, 3 and so on n. H contains n elements. Therefore, order of H is n. We have to prove that this value is equal to order of G. So thus all the elements of H are distinct. And now let G belongs to capital G. Take one element in G. Since G is cyclic group, we can write every element of G in this form, A power m. Now by division algorithm, for m belongs to Z, if m is an integer, then there exists Q and R belongs to integer such that m can be written in this way. M is equal to Qn plus R. This is by division algorithm. Because if m is equal to 7, then there exists 3 and 2 such that 7 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 1. So this is what division algorithm. So therefore m can be written as qn plus r, and this is equal to, and this can again be written as a to the power qn into a power r. So this is again is equal to, this can be written as a power n whole to the power q into a power r, and we know that a power n is equal to e. Therefore this is e power q into a power r, and e power q is q, e itself, because e is identity element. So this implies this is g is equal to a power r into e, and a power r into e is again a power r. But since r is less than n, a power r belongs to h. So this implies g also belongs to h. That means we have taken some arbitrary element belongs to g, and that g is again belongs to h. So this implies g is contained in h, because every element of g is an element of h. Therefore g is a subset of h. But we know that h is a subset of g. So this implies g is equal to h. Therefore order of g is equal to n, and which is equal to order of a. Therefore the order of a is equal to order of g. This is what the theorem.